Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm David. Let's talk about The Amazing Race 38, Episode 9, the first shocker of the season, dare I say?
You are dared.
Yeah.
Yes, you say. Absolutely. Let's break down this absolutely wild episode. But first, if you're new to this channel, please click subscribe and give this video a thumbs up.
And if you'd like to support us on Patreon, you can do that at patreon.com/nerdtainment.
First off, this episode is exciting.
Yeah.
And then...
For many reasons, honestly.
Several. And
Yeah.
then shocking end.
A very shocking end.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a huge bummer of an episode, and the live U-turn was going to be... Double U-turn was going to be a huge flop because these teams are just unbeatable, but it turns out they are beatable.
They are.
But first we're going to fly to Athens. We're leaving Romania, and we're going to Athens.
Greece.
People don't even know Joseph and Adam are still in the race.
Right.
Yeah.
No, they assume. Wow, what a shocker. Joseph and
So
Adam are out.
bummer. Yeah.
But we're going to have an airport surprise.
Yes.
Because
it's
we're
very
all going to
cute.
be on the same flight.
Yeah.
I've never been to Greece and I would like to go.
I've never gone either.
I would like to go.
Yeah, it looks nice. Did you see when... This comes up multiple times over the episode, but this is the first time when Taylor and Kyland are sitting right next to each other in the confessional, and she goes, Joseph is my best friend in and out of the game. And Kyland is a little like...
Was he?
Yeah, his face was a little like...
Yeah, in the game is like, I thought, but aren't...
And out of the game?
Well, we all know
Isn't your
it's
partner
out of-
your best friend?
No.
Isn't Douglas your best friend?
No.
No?
Yes.
Okay. Most people, whether or not it's reasonable, say that their partner is their best friend.
Yeah.
Not so with Taylor. Joseph's her best friend.
I didn't see a flinch from Kylan. He seemed on board, but I do think that in the game, he shouldn't be your best friend. Your partner should be the one and only person, honestly, that you think about.
I agree.
In the game. But y'all, this is going to get messy.
Really messy.
They're all on the same flight. Excited
Yeah.
to see Joseph and Adam. Let's get to right outside the Parthenon for a live double U-turn vote.
A vote. A live vote. And the
Love it.
twist here, which isn't really much of a twist, but remember when Joseph and Adam were going to have a penalty, and the penalty is they get an
Yes.
automatic vote in the double U-turn. Nobody's going to pile on with that. That's going to go away quickly because there are bigger fish to fry.
Well, there are, and I think that people were like, "Oh gosh, they get a vote."
Yeah.
Like, don't even mess
Yeah,
because they don't
right.
need it.
Yeah, don't play around. So the first round, they have to... Do they vote for two teams? No.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
vote
do.
for it. Yeah,
Yes,
so
'cause
they
it's
go
a
get
double
their
U-turn.
little board. So they each have their little board, and we do get little sound bites from here and there. And the sound bites are giving the overall. We know who the top two teams are. Let's go that way, unless there is like, but we've been working with them. What do we do? You know, like there's just a little bit of that.
My favorite was, like, Taylor and Kylan, for example, would be like, oh, what do you think we should do? Like, who do we vote for? Like, we should do Tucker and Eric, probably.
Yeah.
And then, like, Jack and Jazz are like, well, maybe we do Ashley and Paige because da-da-da-da. And then Joseph and Adam's like, Joseph, we have to do so-and-so because if we don't do this, then they're going to do that. And I'm like,
And Joseph's like, I won't. I won't do any of it. Adam, it's totally you. And I loved that Adam was willing.
oh.
Like, you got to have someone decisive. And Adam was a decisive.
He was like, I will take an axe to this rope. Like,
Yeah.
whatever thing I'm doing it with all of my energy.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's going to take total responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
Joseph's going to be like, none of this can fall back on me.
Yeah. Which I kind of was annoyed by, but
I know.
Yeah.
Please. But as long as Adam's willing to do it. Great.
Yeah.
So their vote was for Tucker and Eric.
Mm-hmm.
Jack and Chelsea.
Jack
and
and
they
Chelsea.
say it's a throwaway. But
Yeah.
if I'm Jack and Chelsea, I'm like, I don't want it. I don't want your throwaway. You're dumb.
yeah.
Be brave.
But this is when we get that soundbite from Jack where he's like, if you take it personal, you shouldn't be here. He's like kind of taking it in stride.
Yeah, and that was great because then the rest of them are like, listen, old man. We've been in the Big Brother
Yeah,
house.
right.
So we're not taking anything personally. Except someone is going to take things personally a little bit later. But.
So Tucker and Eric then vote for Taylor and Kyland and Jack and Jazz. No surprise to me.
Well, the Jack and Jazz is not a surprise. What was the
Taylor and Kylan.
Yeah.
I would just was like, of course Tucker and Eric are going to vote for their biggest competition.
And is there a consensus that Taylor and Kylan are more competition than Joseph and Adam? I mean,
I would think so. In my mind, they've been like top 2, 3 for a while now.
Taylor and Kylan just got there. Remember?
It's been like 2 or 3 episodes, don't you think?
But Joseph and Adam have been there the whole time.
I think there's just kind of like...
Is it a recency bias?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, oh, now
Joseph
they
and
finally
Adam
hit their stride.
Almost didn't make it.
Yeah.
So, okay. Jack and Chelsea are going to do Jag and Jazz, as they should.
Yeah.
And they're going to do Taylor and Kylan, and they're going to say it's because those teams had express passes.
Yeah. Honestly, that's a decent, I think, excuse.
It is, but I think ultimately what she's saying is I'm not going to go against Tucker because we have history.
We have history, and I already voted him out.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Both of them had express passes, sure.
Yeah.
Then Jag and Jazz.
They're going to vote for Taylor and Kylan and Tucker and Eric. No surprise.
But this.
But actually, I was a little surprised because I thought they might vote for Izzy and Paige. That maybe they're like, we already burned them. Like, we don't need to do it again.
Yeah. If they had done that again, I'd have been like, boys,
Yeah.
get over it.
Yeah, truly.
Like, this is a game.
But Taylor's pissed.
Well, because they say their reasoning. And it's dumb. It's that
What
we
did they say?
overheard
Oh, right.
you guys saying that the guys are coming, that there's a guys agreement.
But didn't I bring that up last
Remember
episode? I was like, this is going to come back.
That is the dumbest thing. They overheard a partial soundbite.
Yeah.
And they're going to make decisions. And then I was so happy that Taylor was like, sirs,
Yeah.
let me tell you what you actually heard and what we're talking about. And it's because you, all male team, you turned all female teams. And that's BS. And I was like very grateful that she got to say that. Where she's starting to get emotional because she's now got like multiple votes on them. And I don't think she was like, yeah, it's all game. And then now she's like, oh, my feelings are hurt. Like, this is too much.
Well, she needs to get in her feels for as long as she possibly can. Because then the way they vote, I'm shocked. So she's upset the men are targeting me as a woman. Okay, fine. I hear you. And then we're going to go to Izzy and Paige. Tucker and Eric, Jazz and Jag. Love
Perfect.
it. Makes total sense.
That is how everyone should have voted. Right there.
Taylor and Kylan, Tucker and Eric. Love it. Makes total sense.
And then a what?
Izzy and Paige.
And a what? I'm sorry, a what?
The only all-female team left? Okay, you've lost me.
It was.
You had about 1.5 seconds
It was
where
real
you had
bad
me.
timing. It was a real bad timing. Because again, they're like burning a thing.
Yeah.
Just throwing out a vote.
Sure.
Couldn't decide between the other people. But the fact that Izzy and Paige were like, wait, were you not just preaching
Yeah.
about?
Paige is,
What?
honestly, Paige is quite calm. And she's like, pretty interesting that
pretty
Taylor was
interesting.
so upset about being voted for as a woman and then she voted for an all-female team.
Yeah.
But okay.
And she's like, we didn't want to. And they were like, yeah, no, we didn't also.
Yeah, right. I also didn't want that. But I think
also
they're a little like...
Didn't want to vote for you. So see, I did not.
See, I did not.
You're right. That's how that works.
But I think Taylor or Izzy and Paige are a little like, it doesn't matter. It was one
it
vote.
doesn't. Right. But like
Taylor and Kylan are like actually in trouble because
Yeah.
they received multiple votes. But it's a tie here. And Tucker and Eric are like, they had 4 votes, I think. So they're automatically U-turned. Now it's a
no
tie.
one's surprised by this, right?
No.
That's it. But the
So
tie is
between Jazz and Jag and Taylor and Kylan. So what are we going to do?
for the second team. But Phil tells us if this can't be broken, then we've
Then
got
you're both.
then everyone's just U-turned, and it's like
And that plays into the calculus here. So the people who vote for Jazz and Jag in the revote are Taylor and Kylan, Izzy and Paige, no surprise, and Jack and Chelsea. And then it's Jag and Jazz and Tucker and Eric vote for Taylor and Kylan. And Tucker and Eric are a little bit like we are intentionally going for 3 teams to be U-turned here.
yes. And I don't know if I was convinced by them because we heard that first. But I agreed with them. I was like, they have a better chance
Yes.
if everybody is U-turned.
Amen. I actually am not mad at them at all for that.
No. I was like, okay, great. But then when Adam basically says the same thing, again, Joseph can't decide. It's all on me.
Can I ask you?
I'm going for the draw, Taylor and Kylan. And I was like, wait, how does that help you?
Why can't Joseph decide? Is he that close to Jag and Jazz?
He calls him his best friend.
Well, Taylor's calling you her best friend.
There's a lot of best friends.
And you'd think that if you were her best friend, or she was your best friend, whatever, I just really expected Joseph to step in and be like, I can't vote for Taylor. Come on.
Or is he truly best friends with Jag? Like, do they talk on the phone every day? Are they besties?
No, but they weren't on the same season
then
of Big Brother.
You can say it's fine to do Taylor. Like, why an ex?
Yeah, you're right.
My ex is probably the first person I'm going to U-turn. Like, why am I saving my ex?
Yeah.
I don't think they're equal. Like, one of them has to be. But I think Joseph just doesn't want to say. I don't think Joseph wants to get involved.
No.
But Adam is going to do Taylor and Kylan because he also wants 3 people.
Yeah.
Thinking that hurts Eric and Tucker. So.
Oh.
Do you see what I'm saying? They want Eric and Tucker out. So they want 3 teams U-turned to help get Eric and Tucker out. When Eric and Tucker wanted to save themselves, so they wanted 3 teams. You see what I'm saying?
I don't get the logic of that. How does having 3 teams U-turn, that increases the chances that someone is going to finish behind Tucker and Eric? To have 3 teams double U-turned.
That's what I thought. I was like, I agreed with Eric and Tucker.
Yeah.
That it helps them, the more
Yeah.
people who have to do more tasks.
Yeah.
But then I was like, well, maybe it's the opposite. I got confused.
Maybe.
I didn't get it.
The point is, I mean, maybe Joseph and Adam are just trying to improve their own position in the game, right? Like, let's U-turn as many teams as we can so we can finish more towards the top, which is a strategy I could get behind. But whatever it is, 3 teams are getting double U-turned.
I'm here. I'm here for all of this drama.
Okay.
I'm thinking Izzy and Paige, Jack and Chelsea are going to have the time of their lives. Just teams 1 and 2 sauntering through the day.
You'd think.
That's what I thought at this moment.
You'd think. But guess who gets lost on the way to the Acropolis?
Well,
you can see it.
Not surprised by that.
It's there.
It's the big thing right there.
They point it out. What's that behind us? The Acropolis. Go there.
And 3 teams do go there.
Jack and Chelsea and Izzy and Paige get lost. Just trying to find a clue, a route info. It's not even a task. It's just getting from here to there. But that truly is what Jack and Chelsea are worst at in this
Really
race.
bad at it.
And so I'm absolutely not surprised that they get lost. It was a little shocking to see Izzy and Paige alongside them. But everybody eventually gets there. But Jack and Chelsea, Izzy and Paige are already at the back of the pack for the Detour.
Yes. Okay. So our Detour is music in the air or
Piano.
olives everywhere.
Yes. We do music in the air.
David, hell no. Olives are my favorite food.
Really?
Besides potatoes. I love olives so much.
Did not know this about you.
But also, I will never do a task that involves getting money from the community.
But
that is a rule for me.
Okay, well, if we did olives,
Yeah.
we would watch back this episode and we would say, why on earth did we not do the piano? Because that was the easiest
seem
thing
too
on
easy.
earth.
Yeah, play a piano for money, which usually when you ask for money, it is not easy.
But it's 10 euros.
But this was very easy.
$10?
Yeah.
I could get one person to donate $10. $100? Maybe that's a challenge. But you basically are just like, come on, put me out of my misery here. Give me $10. And people are like, I'll give you 5 if you do jumping jacks. It's quite easy to raise the funds here.
I will name those olives so fast.
Well, people did that too, but not everybody.
Yeah.
We'll get to the olives.
So the stronger teams, the U-turn teams, they are going to that piano
Yeah.
first. Obviously, they know they have to do both. But everyone is so frantic from the U-turn vote that everyone is going to forget something or drop something or miss
Joseph
something.
and Adam and Taylor and Kylan leave without the stand. They just grab the piano backpack thing, but they don't realize they see other teams carrying things and they're like, oh my God, we got to go back. So Joseph and Adam is the only team that wasn't double U-turned that chooses to do the piano.
Yes. And they're all basically there together, forgetting their stand or grabbing their stand, going back and forth, whatever.
Yeah.
It is Jag and Jazz who are going to start playing that piano first and get in and out of there before anybody else can start playing that piano.
Eric and Tucker, done. Taylor and Kylan, Joseph and Adam. That's the order, but they are all done very quickly with the piano.
It does seem quickly. And they don't seem to overlap too much, which is probably helpful.
Yeah,
that they're not
true.
like battling each other for this space.
But we know it's quickly based on how everybody overlaps at the olives. It doesn't just seem quick, it is quick.
Not
because
even
they beat Jack and
overlap.
Chelsea and Izzy and Paige to the olives.
That's not an overlap, that's a beating.
Yeah.
When Jazz and Jag strolled up to that olive shop before anybody else, I was shooketh.
I'm like, where are Jack and Chelsea and Izzy and Paige?
Where Izzy and Paige? Because Izzy and Paige looked like they figured it out before Jack and Chelsea legit are wandering around. But Izzy and Paige are like, yeah, reading signs. It seemed like they were on their way. And then up come Jazz and Jag.
I wondered if it was... Well, first of all, I'm surprised that Izzy and Paige didn't choose the music. They're musical people. They always talk about like, oh, give us a music challenge and we're going to be good.
Oh my God.
But maybe they also love olives.
Yeah. Well, Izzy did say she likes olives and I was like, same, girl, same. But I just feel like you would go to the olives. That just sounds like the easier one.
Because busking is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, fair.
I don't know. That's what I was thinking.
But I was surprised that they chose the olives. And where was I going with that?
You were surprised that the other people chose the olives, is what you're saying?
No, here's what it was.
Okay.
Thank you. I wondered if what was happening was the people who didn't get double U-turned got comfortable, and the people who were double U-turned had a fire under them, and the imbalance of that was
100.
wild.
Now, granted, Jack and Chelsea are not good at navigation. They did get lost. They went the wrong way. They are already behind. But yes, I think they thought what I thought. They're going to have an easy day. Stroll up, eat a few olives, head on my way.
Have a meal.
Can I have some wine and cheese with that, please?
No.
But yeah, the U-turn people assume you assume the other half of the detour is heavy lifting, exhausting, or needle in the haystack, which we just had one, so it couldn't be. But like usually, one side of the detour is very taxing, and this one just
Not this season.
did not seem like
Not this season. So Joseph and Adam are in first place coming out of the detour because they finished the music quickly. Jag and Jazz arrive, to your point, first to the olives and are out in one try in second place. Tucker and Eric arrive.
impressive.
One try.
Yeah.
And they are out in third place.
Second. They're second because Izzy and Paige. Wait, are you counting Joseph and Adam?
Yeah, so they're
Okay.
first out
Yeah.
of the detour.
Right.
So Jag and Jazz are first out of the olives, but
Yes,
second
second.
place overall, and Tucker and Eric third place overall.
Yes,
After being
absolutely.
double U-turned.
Yeah, and Izzy and Paige are there doing the olives, and then they realize, these guys have already done the other.
They've already done the other side.
Because even Jack and Chelsea at one point are like, well, we're lost, but at least, we know that they're only on one side of the detour, and it's like,
No, they're not.
God,
and
no.
Jack and Chelsea happened upon the pianos at one point.
Yeah, and
I'm
was
like,
then
stay
change your
there.
mind. Do the pianos. You're there. Do it. But Eric and Tucker are like, no, it's just down the street, left, right, whatever. So they are, they're going to go to the olives like they
my
were
God.
going to.
Last place, Jack and Chelsea.
But, yeah, they show up last. But luckily, they know olives a little better than Kylan and Taylor.
Yeah, a little better.
Kylan and Taylor shockingly struggled with these olives. They didn't have choice, but
Yeah.
they just struggled with olives.
Taylor and Kylan and Jack and Chelsea are the only teams that took more than one try because Izzy and Paige also got out in one try. I was kind of watching Izzy and Paige, and like she's just such a detail oriented person, and she was like memorizing like, oh, sweet and salty is this kind, and it's like, I think people were overthinking what you really had to do for this olive thing because some of the olives are so visually different, right? There was like only one like big fat green one, and then there was some with like wrinkles and whatever. Taylor and Kylan seemed to like get caught up on the ones that were wrinkled. Like there were a couple that were wrinkled and they were just mixing them up. But Izzy and Paige, I think, took too long in the like practice of it.
But that's what they do.
That's what they do.
They always do that.
But they made it out. And then we get these bites in the cabs, leaving the Detour. Tucker and Eric, first of all, are like, we cannot believe the teams that didn't get double U-turned. Like, they have no hustle.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Right.
And then Izzy's emotional because she's like, how did they do that?
Yeah.
They got through two sides of the Detour before I got through one.
Well, it's two, threefold. They're really good.
Yeah.
But also that task did not require as much as you would like it to. And good point, Christy, is that like Paige and Izzy were purposely trying to lose Jack and Chelsea or not let Jack and Chelsea see them and follow them. So they were moving a little slower, and it just, that backfired. Like everyone needed the hustle. But I do think Izzy and Paige prep too much sometimes, but I do think you had to be detail oriented with this because there were at least 3 olives that looked exactly the same, and that was Taylor and Kylan's problem. Yeah,
I mean, we saw Tucker and Eric kind of wing it, and they were like,
they got
"Holy
lucky.
God, we got lucky!
They got lucky.
We had no idea, and we just guessed right."
And I think Jazz and Jag said the same thing because Jazz was like, "I didn't know these 2 olives different. Like we were just gonna switch them, but they just had it right the first time."
Yeah.
So Taylor and Kylan are going to be the last ones out of the olives.
6 attempts.
Wow.
It's a lot of olives to eat.
Yeah. I'd have done it though.
But I was going to be embarrassed for Phil because Phil set up this Detour of like, oh, this could take a while. Hope they love olives. And then all of these teams are getting out in one try. And I was like, Phil, you look stupid.
Nope, he doesn't.
But no, he does not. Taylor and Kylan did take a long time, but they are finally out. Then the next thing is the route info to push a boulder up a hill. This was so straightforward. It did. I mean, people's shoulders were sore, whatever. But it was like just one of those things you do.
Everyone got there and then left in the same order. Although I would say it looked like a ball, right? Like when they touched it.
Oh, it's like inflatable.
It was inflatable, so it didn't seem that heavy.
Yeah.
So the fact that people were complaining, but I guess it's just the uphill and it's constant.
Uphill. Yeah.
So it is going to exhaust them. But yeah, the order that they arrive in, they're going to exit at, and then we get a roadblock.
Okay. So it's the Greek alphabet, but it's the lowercase Greek alphabet.
Now, this is interesting. I didn't know there was like a difference in the lowercase.
I don't know that I've like studied it. I think uppercase is much more well known, to Phil's point, because of the Greek system and college. But I think I knew that there was a lowercase.
That was different?
Yeah.
Like our uppercase and lowercase isn't that different, you know?
I was a big math nerd in high school, and there was like lowercase Greek symbols in like advanced math. So I think I knew of the existence of it. But I like that slight twist. Initially, I was like, again, these producers like think this is going to be so hard. It did end up being quite hard.
It did.
And I love the double twist. Not only is it lowercase, but you're memorizing it out of order.
Yes.
So it reminded me of that challenge in Croatia where they were memorizing only facts that they got asked the first time, and then they realized that the facts changed, and they were just, and then also they were like, oh, 3,000 and not 3,000 feet.
Yeah.
And this was, for people who are lazy and just want to memorize the alphabet in order, we're going to mix it up.
Yeah, now maybe it was the way they phrased it to us in the TV show where they were like, memorize the symbols.
Yeah.
So I didn't sound like you were going to sing the alphabet.
Right.
So when they were like learning it in order, I was confused on why they thought that, but maybe their phrasing was different.
Maybe, yeah.
But yeah, so who's the alpha? Someone's going to. It was clearly a memorization.
Yeah.
So they were definitely picking the person for memorization. I would know about half of them already.
I think so too. Definitely like pi, right?
Yeah.
And like alpha. But like what I liked about this was some of the letters look like other letters.
Yes.
Like new, you would think is the N, but the N looking one is like Eta, you know? So it's like there are things that can trip you up pretty easily.
Gamma was a Y.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
but then like Zeta does kind of look like a Z. But you have to remember which ones look like a letter and which ones don't.
Yeah. But theta was the same. Like, some of them are the same. Some of them are obvious. And so I was like, okay, yeah, this isn't that hard, but it actually turned out to be pretty hard for some people.
Jag does it, and he only memorizes the order. So he's the first one where we see, like, oh, you've got to, like, pay attention to what the actual symbols are. And then Joseph and Jag are trying to work together, but then they kind of abandon that quickly.
I was like, how's this working?
Joseph...
I don't see it.
Takes a minute to get it together. He gets 4 letters in several times before he is starting to understand what he's supposed to be doing here.
But I think Jag did too. Like, they just kept running back and forth. Jag had his backpack on the whole time too. I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, put that down.
They went back and forth, really trying to see the symbols and memorize them. But it's not till Chelsea walks in there that I was like, oh, hello.
Hello.
Girl.
A Big Brother winner who is good at memorization.
Wow, she really was.
Yes.
She went up there on her first
This was
attempt.
honestly great to see. Because I've just been like, Chelsea, I didn't watch her season. I watched a little of her season of Big Brother.
Yeah.
But I knew she was a winner. And I was like, where is the, like, what are you good at? You know, not that she's been bad at everything, but I'm like, you had to have had like one really good skill to win at Big Brother, and it must have been memorization.
Right. She was probably good at those challenges.
Yeah.
I mean, her and her dad haven't been horrible at challenges. Is definitely navigation.
It's just the directions.
But like, her getting this task
was great.
And just like shining. I was like, yes, amazing. So she only misses 1 on her first attempt. She goes back, figures it out. So she is out. Gets it on that second try.
Early, yes. Yeah. Now, Jag is done first.
Yeah.
And they're racing to the pit stop.
Yeah.
Because he finally figures out. Tucker's doing it. Paige is doing it. Joseph, I was worried about because, did you notice he, like, thought he had the first 5 right?
Yeah.
And one of them was wrong.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, he's going to be stuck on that one the whole time. And he really did take a long time, but...
He took a long time. Taylor.
Okay.
She's like, I was in a sorority.
Yeah.
So I know these.
I got it.
And then she was like, so is it phi or fee? And I was like,
girl.
That is like.
The pronunciation does not matter.
It's, if you're in a sorority, you know it's phi. Like, if you write a movie about a fraternity, it's going to be something, something phi. Like, that's the most common.
True.
Sorority letter is phi.
I wasn't even in the Greek system, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Every movie, it is a phi something.
Yeah.
And I was like, I thought that was dirty editing. I thought that was hilarious. She's like, I'm in a sorority. Is it phi or fhi?
Then you're like, girl, were you in a sorority?
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
We all she's probably just making sure.
So Tucker is really struggling. He can't even remember the names of the letters, right? And it's kind of the first glimpse of, oh, Tucker, this is like Tucker's weakness. Tucker and Eric have beasted almost every challenge that could be set to them. Yeah. And maybe this was one that Eric should have done.
I mean, I guess, I don't know.
I do think Eric did the trivia in Croatia, where you had to memorize, right? The like factoids about Croatia and Dubrovnik. And maybe this was one that he should have done. But Tucker's really having a hard time keeping all of this straight.
It was like episode 2, maybe it was really early in the season, and it was like symbols on the back of a chair. Couldn't tell you where we were.
Oh, yeah.
But they were memorizing basically
it was like
symbols
crests, like
and
shields
words.
And stuff. Yeah.
It was basic nonsense similar to this.
Yeah.
And they flew through it and passed other teams.
Yeah.
So in my mind, they're good at everything.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to hear from Chelsea that she knows Tucker's not good at this stuff.
Well, and Paige says to Taylor, or is it Taylor or Chelsea? At one point, Paige is like, don't work with the boys.
I think she said it to both of them.
You've got it.
Yeah.
They don't know what's going on.
She says it to Chelsea. She was like, if the boys ask if you want to work with them, it's because they need help.
Yeah.
And then later she tells Taylor, they're struggling. You've got this.
Mm-hmm.
And Paige took a long time, but she
did.
seemed like she was getting it. Takes her 5 tries.
5 tries.
Takes Joseph 7 tries. It really does come down to Tucker and Taylor there at the end.
Yeah.
And in this world that we have been existing in for 9 episodes, I'm like, okay, well, Tucker's going to pull it out Because
Taylor had all but one on her second attempt. And it really, I mean, this was edited so well and really sort of suspenseful for me because you're just like, oh my God, every time you get it wrong and have to go back to study, it's just like you're giving Tucker an opportunity to come in and get it right. So I really was sort of on the edge of my seat, like, I don't know who's going to do it. Taylor is so close.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where Tucker could just pull a rabbit out of his hat and be done. It does seem to be a close finish. Because Eric says, like, they left 2 minutes ago.
Yeah. Yeah, we see Taylor get it. It only took her 3 tries. She's out. It takes Tucker 10 tries.
Yeah.
But yes, we hear Eric say they just left a couple minutes ago. Let's go.
And I couldn't tell if he was just like trying to be supportive or if it was really 2 minutes.
I think it was a bit more than 2 minutes.
I think it was.
It might have been closer to 5 or more. Because let's go to the pit stop. This is a dramatic pit stop.
Yeah. And it's a dramatic edit to the last place team because it's this like taxi cab moment and Tucker and Eric decide to get out of their taxi cab and run. And we're seeing Taylor and Kylan stay in their taxi. So you're sort of wondering like,
well, I was like, that is how Eric and Tucker win everything.
Yeah.
Like they got out of the cab and they ran. I was like, that's, I'm waiting for what gets Tucker and Eric ahead of Taylor and Kylan.
Yes.
That's the world I was living in.
But no, this isn't the biggest shock of the episode. The biggest shock is that Tucker and Eric lost. But Jag and Jazz get first place.
This is equally as big.
This is equally shocking.
I am shocked. Jazz and Jack come in first place. Phil tells us this is history.
First ever team to be U-turned and finish in first place. Everybody else should be embarrassed. And I'm talking teams 2, 3, and 4. Because all 3 of you.
No, I'm not going to be embarrassed. Are you kidding me? That is just insane. That's not on me. That's on them. I'm sorry. Jazz and Jag did that. Give all credit to Jazz and Jag.
Cut, print, wrap it up, and give Jag and Jazz the $1 million check.
That is how I'm planning on wrapping up this
episode.
Because
they did 2 sides of a Detour. And Joseph and Adam, I'm sorry, you should be the most embarrassed because you did the easy side of the Detour. And you came in 3rd.
I do think they did do the easy side.
They did the music.
But they didn't do horrible. Yeah. And I don't think they did horrible, which was my next statement. Everything they did just fine.
They did get out of the music last because they had forgotten their stand and blah, blah, blah.
But
the music was so much faster than the olives.
Right. But that put them in first place. They struggled on the alpha. Like, that's fine. I just think all credit to Jazz and Jag. That was insane. They didn't mess up one thing. They did everything.
Everything
perfectly.
perfectly.
They even did kind of, what they dropped? They left the stand or the basket or something. They did something early on.
Yeah.
But they still got through everything. They so quickly.
They did the olives in one try. Like, everything is just super easy for them.
Even Jag trying to work with another team and it not working, like, gosh, he even still got out first.
Jack and Chelsea, second place.
Now,
this is also a shocker. I'm thrilled for them.
Yes, I'm not going to be embarrassed if I'm them.
No.
They killed it.
No, good for them.
They got lost. It didn't look good at first.
They will never win this race. No. But I'm so happy they made it to the top 5.
Coming into a second place finish.
Yes, they're best of the season.
Yes.
By far. Now, Joseph and Adam are 3rd. I'm happy for them. I love them. They have the best energy. They are Mr. and Mr. Congeniality this season.
Of course. But coming from 6th place to 3rd.
Yeah.
Great. So this is a good finish overall. But yeah, you'd think like you should have done better. Because you didn't get U-turned. But
should have been a first place
Jazz
finish.
And Jag, they're not going to let that happen.
No. Izzy and Paige 4th. Your girls.
My girls. I really thought they were going to get a first place today. But it didn't happen. I thought they were going to be 1 and 2 with Jack and Chelsea.
And could you believe the party on the mat when Taylor and Kylan ran up?
I genuinely couldn't believe it. I was shooketh. But we should say, so Jack and Chelsea, Joseph and Adam, Izzy and Paige are boom, boom, boom. So they're all on the mat together.
And then Taylor and Kylan come running up through the pigeons.
What? Because they're like talking smack too. Phil's like, what do you think is going to happen? And they're like, if they can pull it out.
Yeah.
No one seems to want to like keep it mum about Eric and Tucker. No one feels bad.
We all voted for them to get double U-turned. We want them gone. They
Yeah.
are the biggest competition.
They are like, we are yelling it loud and proud.
Yeah.
Eric and Tucker have to go. And
Yeah.
then when they realize that Eric and Tucker are gone, they're jumping up and down and screaming.
Yes.
And they welcome Taylor and Kylan on the mat.
Jubilant on the mat. And then it must have been a few more than 2 minutes difference between Taylor and Kylan and Eric and Tucker because the mat is empty when they arrive.
Yeah, I was like, either producers
They
were like,
pushed them
skedaddle.
out. Yeah.
Get out of here. We have to have a moment. Or it was a couple more than two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So they are eliminated. Huge shocker. But the teams did it right. But what I'll say is I don't think the double U-turn took them out. It was Tucker being bad at the Greek alphabet that took them out.
Yeah, because, you're right. The double U-turn happened, and they were all together.
Maybe they could have beat Taylor and Kylan if they didn't have to do the olives. But I don't know how much time that would have gained them. I don't know how close it really was between Taylor and Kylan and Tucker and Eric here in the end. But Tucker and Eric did not take a lot of time on the olives. They were out in third place.
I hear what you're saying, but if we take all the double U-turned teams, they basically showed up together at the roadblock.
Yeah.
So yeah, if Eric and Tucker could have gotten there even earlier, then sure. But if we're putting them all at the even playing field and just saying that double U-turn never happened, it is the roadblock that took out Eric and Tucker. But in a in a different world, I don't know. It was wild, and it's just shocking that they were first place for 1,000 episodes.
I know.
And now they're not even in the race.
I know.
I couldn't believe it.
And equally shocking that Jag and Jazz suffered the same fate as them this episode and finished first. So
yeah, my takeaway from this episode was Jazz and Jag are the winners of the season.
Yeah.
We will not see anything different.
No question.
Right? I usually don't like to make bold statements.
I know,
but
it's not even that bold of a statement at this point.
No. Anything can happen.
But there's probably no more double U-turns.
There's definitely no more double U-turns. But a cab will take you to the wrong location.
Well, next episode is a self-drive, which can be tricky. But I don't think Jag and Jazz are that bad at self-drive. And
they haven't really been bad at anything.
They really have not.
Yeah.
And the big tease, and granted, you know how we feel about teasers, but Taylor and Kylan are alone on a flight in the next episode. They miss some direct flight or whatever, and they're the last only team on this second flight.
They are technically the last team still in the race. So if all four get on the first flight and the second flight just takes the last team.
Right. But there could easily be an equalizer on the other side of the flight.
Yeah,
it's all a moot point.
Right.
We do also see Adam almost passing out, so maybe the diabetes thing is going to come to a head.
I have been saying they have built it up in the edit so much that I do think Adam has to have some sort of situation.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what they've been leading us to.
For sure.
Still, with a preview, you just never know.
Yeah.
But I did appreciate in this episode that he was taking the time to get his sugar back up.
Mm-hmm. When Joseph was doing the Boulder.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, this is what we want to see, Adam.
Yeah.
We don't want to see you just close to death.
Right.
No one wants to see that.
No.
So I'm hoping it's not a real actual struggle, but it looks like the boy's about to pass out.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see that.
We shall see.
But my predictions are Jazz and Jag
are going to
win. But next episode, maybe Kylan and Taylor go, but more than likely it's going to be Jack and Chelsea or Izzy and Paige.
Yeah.
That's the reality of it, probably.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
But you know what? This was an exciting episode.
It was.
And the other thing, I did enjoy the drama of the U-turn vote, but the other thing was we had multiple teams at all tasks racing each other. And that is what
tense.
Makes the Amazing Race exciting to watch. And we have had very little of that this season.
Yep.
And that's my main complaint. So to be able to see that finally...
Loved it.
Thank you for that. Yeah. Okay, great. That was
All
it.
right, that was it.
David's like, yeah.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Love it. All right, yeah. We will be astonished for sure. Yeah, it's not gonna be Taylor and Kylan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Izzy and Pedro unlikely to win. Oh, it would be so satisfying. I agree. Absolutely.
Excuse me.
Okay. Well, on that note, let's get David some water.
Yes.
Thank you guys for joining us live in the chat. We really appreciate you guys.
We do. And if you're joining us later, let us know how you feel about Eric and Tucker being eliminated, Jazz and Jag finishing first, Chelsea and Jack finishing second. Lots of shocking placements this episode. Let us know your thoughts, and who are you predicting will go next?
I know. Do you have anyone else winning besides Jag and Jazz?
No.
Please let us know if you think anyone has a chance. Yes, happy Thanksgiving to you guys.
Thank you, Kent.
Because of the Thanksgiving holiday, we will be live for Survivor Wednesday night, right after the East Coast airing. And then this weekend is my birthday. So
Heyo, birth week.
My birthday week. Woo woo. So I celebrate all week. But
Is it?
It's next Sunday.
Okay, I was
So
like,
the
are you
whole
public with the birthday, the 30th.
Yeah, the 30th. I'm not hiding it. It's my birthday.
So exciting.
But yes, happy Thanksgiving to anyone who celebrates that, and we will see you later.
See you next time.
All right, bye.